look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm to see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Badgers offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Abu Sama. Here's a guy that can really deliver tough yards on the ground for this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, that always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I don't think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the gun, they got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. On the left side, here's Coleman. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out wide right, it's Rigby. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tar Heels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Onto the field comes Billy Edwards. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Right side, it's Thurman. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, has it...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, North Carolina! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Joseph. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Badgers are facing 3rd and inches. Right at the line. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking to the big tight end. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Throwing Joseph. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There he goes. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Could be an alley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking down the middle. Caught.
You know, games have ebbs and flows to them, and good things happen and bad things happen, but everything is going this offense's way on this drive. This thing has been textbook. A really nice cadence by the play caller. He's mixing in different looks, keeping this defense on their heels. They have just matriculated the football down the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers!
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Joseph fires toward the end zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Second and long here. Joseph on the play action. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's third and goal and third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarter...
Oh, there's an alley to the left. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Number 92, set to kick off.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Joseph. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Unloads to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Drops back. It's Edwards. Reels it in. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Joseph. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They're going back to the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thurman. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try to pop the draw.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Edwards. Complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing Joseph. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Looking for room. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second and long here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Joseph. They're all over it. Buried before he could blink.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Back's got it on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Joseph. In traffic, it's Kearney. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing Joseph. That's reeled in. It's Rigby. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. Changing the routes with his receiver. Joseph. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 16 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Bearcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They've got him corralled.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads in the nick of time.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. Maybe some room here. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Joseph. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Buying a little time to his left. Hit as he throws. Out wide left, it's Rigby. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit?
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Badger! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Trying to barge in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Red pass, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. It's inside. It's Dupree. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Joseph. Caught by Coleman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Between the hashes, it's Coleman. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Rush is on. Buying some time. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down? On the ground with the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end now in motion. On play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing Joseph. Escapes the pressure to his right. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Still looking. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Joseph. Got it in the middle. It's Rigby.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Left side, it's Rigby. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Rigby. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. On target. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Throwing Joseph. Left side is Coleman. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep
Snags it, and there's running room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Look out! Trying to get away. Oh, what a cut! He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. North Carolina will call its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. trying to squeak through the pile. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Finds a crease. It's Jackson. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
A first down run on the doorstep. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Joseph. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Throwing Joseph. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Dangerous throw on that one.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got it. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Needs it here on 4th down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll pull it down. Crosses to 40. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Under pressure. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, and certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. This was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.